What's up, beautiful people? Welcome back to another video. Today, I wanted to share something really personal and profound with you. You know how we always talk about self-improvement and just striving to be our best selves? Well, I've been on a journey for quite some time, especially since I got my kidney transplant, which I call my second chance at life. I've learned some invaluable lessons along the way. So I thought to myself, who better else than to share these insights with than my own community? So in this video, I'm going to open up about 6 significant changes I've made in my life recently. Things that have truly just elevated my self-growth. And who knows? Maybe they'll inspire you to make some positive changes in your own life too. So if you are new, I am Crissy Mack, and on this channel, I'm about helping you conquer life's hurdles and supporting those that battle a chronic illness like myself and guiding you to glow up to the next season of your life. So like I said, if you're new, welcome to the family. Do not forget to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss out on my latest videos. So what I want you to do right now is just find a cozy spot. Let's just dive deep into these 6 things that really help elevate my life. So let's go ahead and get started. So the first thing was taking a social media break. You guys have no clue how much that just truly did something for me, because you know how online is, especially when it comes to social media. There's a lot of opinions, a lot of criticism, comparison. I'm human, and so I do the same thing that maybe some of you guys do, and it gets to be too much noise. So I decided to take a bold decision and take a 6-month break. Now, this is a while back. For some of you that have been following me, you know when I took this 6-month break, I took it and I tried not to come back, but I just kept getting that calling that, hey, you got to come back. So all I did was just 6 months. And at that particular time, it allowed me to just clear my head with all the distractions, all the noise, because I wasn't seeing what people were posting, what people were saying. I was focused on my own growth. And some of the things that I did was I read a lot of books, and I talk about these books in my glow up guide if you guys are interested in that. I spent quality time with my family. You guys, we don't realize how much social media, the internet, whatever, all of this online distraction really takes us away from the things that truly matter. So I started spending a lot more time with my kids, my husband, because I wasn't posting, I wasn't scrolling. Because, you know, sometimes you get on TikTok and you scroll, watch 1 or 2 videos, and next thing you know, you're like 30 minutes deep into that and your time just went by. So I really started figuring out and focusing on what is it that I want out of life? What are the things that I want to achieve? And I really like I said, just got real focused. And I definitely think it was worth it. I just really got to reconnect with myself. I got to know myself on a deeper level. Like I said, with no distractions, with no comparison, and it was the best thing I could do. I would suggest to anyone to just take a little break. Not saying that you have to take a 6-month hiatus break, but maybe 30 days, no internet, no social media, and just focus on the things that you truly want. Because some of you guys right now might be battling and saying, you know what is my next move in life? What am I supposed to do? You know, you either got divorced, you maybe even just graduated from college and you're kind of still trying to figure out your direction in life, or you just got hit with the illness like myself and you're now saying, wow, okay, where do I go from here? I got my transplant. Where do I go from here? I'm feeling better. So I just really think that this is going to help you reconnect with yourself at a deeper level. So most definitely, I would say take a social media break. That was the first thing I did. And the next thing that I did was cut toxic relationships. It was a tough pill to swallow, but it was a necessary thing that I needed to do. Cutting these toxic people that no longer served me. You guys, I talked about this in some of the previous videos because it's very important. In order for me to develop and for me to grow, I could not have people that were leeching or people that was just nagging and draining. Sometimes you have people that call you and all they do is just dump all their issues on you. They don't even say, hey, how are you? How you're feeling? What's going on? They just start the conversation and just throw all their baggage on you. And there was a time where I had to tell some family members like, hey, it's too much for me. I'm dealing with my own personal issues. I can't take on your issues and my issues. And that was just very toxic for my life. So unfortunately, I had to distance myself from family and friends. And there might be some family that watch this video and be like, dang, she's probably talking about me. And if it is, I'm sorry, but I just could not, I didn't have the capacity to take on anyone else's issues. I love my family, I love my friends, but there comes a time in your life where you need to say goodbye, or you not even necessarily goodbye completely, but you need to just tell people like, hey, unfortunately, I'm busy. I'm working on myself right now. So if you don't hear from me for a while, hopefully you understand. If they do get it, they get it. If they don't, that's their problem, right? At this particular time, I feel like I needed to be surrounding myself with more positive people, people that wanted to see me thrive, people that wanted to see me win in life. And when I did that, the floodgates just opened. I just started attracting those people more than I even anticipated would happen, right? I had people that wanted to help me, figure out what my goals are in life. I had people wanting to help me spiritually. I had people in all different aspects of my life. I don't feel like, I think you should have friends for different reasons in your life, right? And sometimes those friends would, elevate me. They'll push me just to try a little bit harder. They hold me accountable. So I had to get rid of the toxic friends and family that just weren't like trying to push me to be a better version of myself. And sometimes your family are going to think like, oh, wow, she switched up, and it's okay. I did switch up, right? Because that is allowing the space for healthier relationships to come in. You're not serving me the way I need to be served anymore. So unfortunately, I have to let you go. And if that's you feeling like, oh, she thinks she's better than, I'm not better than anyone. I'm just going through a growth transition in my life. I'm all about elevating myself to the next level. And this is why I'm able to come on and do these types of videos for you guys, because I've been there. These are experiences, real life experiences that I have done, and things that have completely changed my life. And I'm feeling so much more fulfilled and just connected with myself now at this stage in my life, because I'm taking all these necessary, changes, like directions that I'm going into. And so moving right along, let's go over decluttering my space. I did a massive decluttering spree is what I will call it. When I tell you guys, I got rid of everything. I have a saying in my house: you got to let go to receive. I tell my husband that, I tell my kids that all the time. So yeah, I'm a neat freak. I'm a clean. I like to spurge like every quarter, I feel like, but I truly did a deep clean. When I tell you I got rid of clothing that no longer served me, that no longer fits the direction that I'm trying to go, you got to look the part too, right? And so I figured, you know what? I'm walking a different walk, and I don't want to be seen in these types of clothes. Like if I'm walking spiritually, I can't wear certain types of things. For me, at least, that's just how I was feeling. And so I got rid of a lot of my clothes. I probably still got some more in there I need to get rid of. Give me grace. I'm taking it baby steps at a time, okay? But I got rid of clothes. I got rid of household items, things maybe doesn't work, or I just didn't fit my decor anymore, or just things that I just keep, because I used to keep like a lot of blankets and extra pillows. I got rid of everything. It was, let me tell y'all, it felt so liberating, okay? Like just to know like all of it was gone. I'm about to be that girl that just, her house is so simplified. I'm telling you, and cleaning just allowed me the room to have new opportunities and experiences come into my life, right? Because I don't have space for that. So, I got rid of that stuff. So then all of a sudden, oh, I see this that I like. Well, now I have this space. So now I can place new things in my home. So it was just really good. You have to declutter, guys. It's so important. If you're walking this new walk, transformation, growth, and glowing up, as I call it, your house needs to match your physical appearance, right? So if you put yourself together, like I said, you smell good, you look good, your house cannot be crazy. Your house cannot be dirty. When people walk, they see you in the street and they walk into your house, they're like, oh, okay, her house matches her. You know what I mean? Not like, dang, what happened? Like, look at her. No, it needs to match up. And it's just good for your mental space. When you come home and your house is clean, or you wake up in the morning and your house smells good, it looks good, it makes you feel good about your day, So consider cleaning. And I'm not trying to bash those that, maybe don't have the time to clean. We make time for what we want to make time for, okay, sis? And I say that because, like I said in my previous video, you can plan things out. I have a calendar. So I say, you know what? On Mondays, I'm going to dust and I'm going to shine. On Tuesdays, I'm going to vacuum all the rooms. On Wednesdays, we're going to throw all the sheets and blankets. You know what I mean? Like, you have to figure out a schedule that works for you. But decluttering was absolutely necessary. I'm so happy that I did it, and I still have some more. The next spot in my house is going to be my garage, right? Because you got to make space for things that you want. And there's some things that I want, some toys that I want. So make sure that you clean up your space and just feel good about it, and encourage others to do the same just as well. And on to the next one, which is trimming unnecessary social media. Ooh, ooh, ooh. 6 months was good of my social media break, but more needed to be done. And so another thing, like I was saying, was just trimming out some of the unnecessary social media. I had to take a hard look at all of the accounts that I actually had. I'm the era of social media. So I had all the accounts even from back in college days. I needed to just purge things that were no longer serving me because it was taking a lot of my time up, right? So I took a hard look. I said, okay, I need this, I don't need this, and I got rid of what needed to be cut. But not only did I cut some of those social media accounts that really didn't matter, I also cut the people that I was following. It was time for me to align with the life that I wanted. And those people were no longer serving me. Why am I following you, right? I like engaging in the accounts that uplift me, inspire me, make me want to be better. So make sure that you guys like this video and leave a comment too, because it helps the algorithms. But I do the same thing on accounts, and nobody asked me to do that. I just want to see more of that content thrive. So I make sure I like it and I comment it, because those are the type of things that I like. I like looking at things that do with business. I like watching things that Christian content is flooding my timeline on Instagram right now, and I love that, right? So I like doing that, and I just had to eliminate those ones that just weren't cutting it for me. Like I said, align with the people that make you feel good about yourself. I don't like seeing shootings, crimes, things of that nature. I don't like that stuff. None of that stuff serves me, so I don't want that in my timeline. And it allowed me to free up some of my time too when I got rid of some of the excess accounts that I was no longer using. You guys, we got to be mindful of what we put in our mind and what we see constantly. So it just allowed me to connect with those that truly matter in my life, which is my followers, you guys. We chat in the DMs all the time on Instagram. Why? Because I have the time to do that, because I'm not doing all the other ones that it didn't even matter if I post on that. So I have my core accounts that I follow, and I'm very, very happy with that. So let's dive into something a little bit deeper now, which is going to be releasing emotional baggage. You guys, sometimes you don't realize how much baggage you carry around. Sometimes it's your childhood, even adulthood, right? So I had to let go of a lot of past regrets that I had in my life, things that maybe didn't plan out as I expected. You cannot live in the past, guys. You have to let those things go. So I had a lot of regrets in my past, but again, I didn't expect to end up on dialysis and have a kidney transplant and deal with lupus and just the world falling on top of me sometimes. I did not expect that. So yeah, there was a lot of regrets, things that I wish I would have done maybe a little bit differently, but it is what it is. There's nothing I can do about that. But also just letting go of grudges. I don't want to be that type of person. I know God doesn't want me to be that person. So I needed to make those changes. Those grudges needed to go, the regrets needed to be gone, and the emotional wounds from just your past, right? I needed to confront these issues. And to this day, I still deal with things. You guys, go to therapy if you need it. But I had to confront them head on. And from time to time, when I have conversations with people, they can see that. And if people can see certain things in me, that means, hey, Crissy, it is time for a change. And it was weighing me down, and it wasn't helping me become the person that I wanted to be. So I had to let go of that. And it gave me a lighter heart and peace in my life, because I am a new person walking this new walk, and I am not going to allow emotional baggage to set me back in my life. Absolutely not. And you shouldn't just as well. But these are just some of the things that completely helped me elevate my life to become the woman that you see today. You know, I was not this person that you see today all the time. It took time, it took years of development. I don't expect you guys to just level up by tomorrow. Baby steps, little one thing at a time. And the last one I would say is overcoming limiting beliefs. I needed that. I needed to know how powerful I was and stop putting limits on the growth that God has for me. I needed to stop putting myself in this little box, right? I needed to start seeing myself bigger than I am. I'm not going to allow the kidney transplant and dialysis to define who I am. This was my testimony. This is what God wanted me to go through so I could be out here and speaking to people on this type of level. But I had to stop allowing these limiting beliefs because I knew that I know that I'm destined for greatness, and you are just as well too. But sometimes we put ourselves in these boxes because of our illnesses, or if you went through a divorce or whatever hurdle that you're going through right now. Just know that there's another side to this, right? And just think big. And I started reading this book that just blew my mind, and it taught me about big audacious prayers. It taught me how to just believe and think bigger than what I was thinking right now. You guys, we can do it. Trust me. Don't limit yourself. Don't put yourself in the box. Don't let anyone else define you or tell you who you are and who you're not. Okay? You know who you are. I'm Crissy. Listen, I'm a woman of God. I know exactly who I am. I know where God is setting me. Now I know. At one time, I didn't even know what I was supposed to do in life. Now I know what I'm supposed to do. Before, I was confused. I was all over the place. And so that allowed me to limit myself because I didn't know who I was. Now I know who I am. So I want you guys to figure out who you are and don't put yourself in that box. Those were the 6 things that I had to get rid of to level up my life. It was not easy, but most definitely I would say it was rewarding. And I hope me telling my story and some of my tips will inspire you guys to make some of these positive changes and just take a closer look at your life and figure out what you can get rid of for you to now glow up in this season. And for those of you that may not know, I do have a transformational glow up guide. And in this guide is going to give you tools, tips, and inspiration to help you level up to the next level in life, guy. I completely said it is a comprehensive guide for a reason because it is long, but it is definitely worth you guys going through. So make sure you comment below and let me know I'm ready, and I'll make sure I get the details to you, or you could just click the link in my bio and it's right down there for you to get access to tonight. All right, guys, I love and I appreciate you. And I want to just thank you guys so much for coming along on this glow up journey with me. This is our season. This is our time. So make sure you watch the rest of the videos in the playlist. We are going strong. I love you guys. Share this with your friends and your family. And I pray that you become the best version of yourself in this season. See you guys next time.